Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luda and today I'm making video from Greece, from Athens. It's almost New Year. Today is 29th of December. I made one video in Ukrainian yesterday and the sun went down so quick I did not have time to make video for you. Because sometimes I'm in a mood to make video in English first and then in Ukrainian. Sometimes it's opposite, but anyways, I wanted to have better light and I want you to see my work in the best way possible. So, what I have been stitching for the past 2 months. First of all, I made some progress on in Pegasus. There are 2 works I have shown in my previous video when I was showing my purchases, because one of the purchases I stitched already, I finished it, and another present I started but I did not progress, so I decided not to show in this video. So this design I started a year and a half ago. I think it was June 2024, but I decided to bring it close to finish, because sorry, lots of languages in my head. I wanted to say in French, but my mind still not really focused because I don't speak English anymore as often. I saw that this project is not that difficult compared to others, and I knew I could finish it, but I did not realize my Mirabilia, which I'm stitching now, is so big. That's why I stopped, and next year in 26 I'll continue, because this is really beautiful design. I wanted to stitch it for many years. At one point, this design cost like $250 on eBay when I was living in New York. It was 2016. You understand the price from that time dropped dramatically, and 2016, in 2016, $250, much more than now. Anyways, I got this kit in Ukraine for about $100, and it's a lot for me because you know how much dimension cost and gold collection. I still wanted to stitch it, and I had not the greatest mood at the time, and I just wanted to bring it up, and to be honest, I made it and it worked. Believe me, because I started this cross stitch right away, and I knew that if I pay that much money, I'll definitely have to stitch it. I also have a lot of other projects which are more expensive. For example, like samplers and other designs. And they have lots of silks, you know, all these prices nowadays. And the chart itself. But this was a dream. And I'm slowly moving to the end. I have left this area to stitch and lots of half crosses, and it's very easy for me, and I'm getting bored. I'm falling asleep, to be honest, and I do everything but not stitching, because either you have to turn something interesting to watch, or I don't know, or your mind should be so busy and you don't realize what you're doing. Maybe now I'm not that busy in my mind. That's why I can't find anything on YouTube. At one point I even thought to watch some series, which I don't watch. I only watch documentaries and some analytics, because of the war in Ukraine. I'm watching what's going on there, but I stopped because it's bring my mood down. So I don't know what to watch. I watched some random stuff. And I realized that my work is not progressing. That's why I switched it with another one. But let's move to my next project, because Nothing else I can say here. There are no details. It's just a main hero, and then background. You stitch a lot of background. It's beautiful, but you need a lot of patience for it. Anyways, it's still really amazing design, and when it will be done, I'll be really happy. So next is I have here is Mirabilia. At the very end you will see my Mirabilia which I'm stitching, and because of her I started first time in my life. Second Mirabilia in my whips I almost never had. I think I never had two Mirabilias at the same time. Maybe I will have very rare Nora Corbett, but still, even Nora Corbett, it's rare for me to have. So I was running away from boredom, and here another one. Because you can see my fabric is a bit busier than what Nora suggests us. And this is Canty French by Wheatchild. This is Morgana by Nora Corbett, MD 196. And you can see the floss amount of DMC is not that big, but a lot of milk heels and a lot of cairn water lilies. Maybe I did not have all the cairn, maybe one or two was missing, but I always find the replacement because I have enough of cairn to find something very similar, and I just cut the thread which looks alike. Not necessarily all I have to use. But she's very pretty, and I love stitching mermaids, and I realized I stitch a lot of mermaids this year, and okay, that will be a 2026 project, but obviously you can see I stitch almost half. I would say she is not that big compared to others, and if I have it, let's say like till here, you can see the amount of crosses are equal to amount of crosses here. But what I can say, in this project you will have fun stitching her hair. To be honest, my favorite in all Mirabilia is stitching their hair and face, because this is the most interesting part. Sometimes the dress is very pretty, but this part was... I was also waiting when it will be done, but let's have a look. When will be dark beads all over here, you will see it will pop up better. I wanted to stitch her on other color. It's like a peach pinky. I have from Under the Sea Fabrics. This one is Pictures as Plus. I don't know where is a piece of paper with a name, but it's supposed to be for Liberty from Mirabilia. I just did not buy fabric for this one. I always have something else in my stash, and I chose this one. And you can see lots of areas you stitch with the same color. But it was fun with the green, but when it's right here, it was not that fun. And when I look now, it looks like, what is not fun? It's just you stitch and watch something, but believe me, it's not like you stitch in the hair or something else or a different project, flowers, stuff like that. At the end, she will be pretty, I'm very sure. I'm very sure, and I have to make pictures for Instagram. I keep forgetting, you know. I always think that it's not enough for the picture. Then I have almost have no motivation to make picture. Then I'm stitching more, I don't have time. Then the work is almost done. Okay, why should I make picture now? I will make when it's finished. And when it's finished, it laying sometimes for 2 months. I can't find right moment to make a picture. So at least my videos I'm showing as it is. But this is another project was in my rotation, and yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. I can't wait when I will continue stitching her. It's like I want it now, like after I turn off the camera. But next project, and it's a finish, and it's Dimensions Gold. So I made it. Really, this year I stitch more, I'm sure, than in 2024, but no finishes from Dimensions Gold. And I was like, no, I need to have a finish. Especially this design, one of the easiest. I don't know which one is easier. This is 14 count of Ada. Unfortunately, because this kit was produced in China, for me, personally for me, I don't like how stiff is the Ada is. And the rest is super easy. Even here, I was not that bored stitching. Just I see like a line, I don't understand. It's a reflection or it's a dirty part. It's weird, very weird. Maybe from the iron, but I iron always on the other side. And I put the towel underneath, white towel. So you can see it on a preview, and it's not really noticeable. The French nose here. To be honest, it's my dream to have a house like this. I don't really need the lighthouse, but if it's there, it's okay. And you can see it's designed by Nikki Bomi artwork. Now I can throw away the cover. I don't keep the chart, I don't keep the cover, I only keep the leftovers. Oh, and let's talk about leftovers. First of all, I'll show you this beauty closer. I hope I'm not showing it fast enough or slow. I'm not trying to make video long or short. I just think sometimes I speak enough and I don't want to waste your time. Oh, Susie's barking. Susie's visiting us now. She probably heard someone at the balcony. On the other side, I don't understand why the line is so visible. I'll kill her now. Waking up everyone. People sleeping here till late. Especially today is one of the holidays. Not too much backstitch, but to be honest, it was so much fun to stitch it. A bit busy area here in the house, in the lighthouse. You can see you have very rare when you have backstitch with few colors and dimensions, but it is. And it was black and white, which is interesting. I like the effect. It's like 3D. And French knots was so much fun to make. Again, because it is 14th count of Ada, crosses are better looking and easy and fast. All you need is time. That's all I would say about this work. But I have never experienced so little leftovers, and I've heard from previous watching videos about this work that people missing some threads, and maybe they miscounted it from the beginning, because one lady stitched from the kit made in United States, and I really look, I did not try to brush it or whatever. It is what it is. Some threads here they folded in few, but yeah, it's the least amount of threads left after stitching Dimensions Gold. But at least I had a chance to complete it. Lots of threads, like this color. In my case, I have much more. I could not remember that I have to keep it for the video. You know, I have lots of leftovers, and this is threads from my other designs which I stitched, and I keep them in this kind of bag that have the whole big bag of all the threads, and they're all by number. They're all sorted by number, so for me it's very easy and quickly to find which threads I need. And I'm really lucky because I have everything, and you know, dimensions threads, they're not the same as DMC, they're different. And sometimes to find equivalent to this color, it's very, very difficult. Sometimes it's impossible. That's why either you use blends or you go to a store, if you have a chance to go to a store and buy threads you can match. But really, in my case, it is what it is. I'm not complaining, I'm not crying. Well, I complain because it was not a pleasure to stitch. Once you sit, especially me, when I'm sitting, I take me a little time to sit, put my hoops on Velki Potoku, relax, turn on the video which I wanna watch, and then I have no threads. I have take my hoop off, get up. Yes, it takes a lot of time, I know. But you know, when you're ready to stitch, or you stitch few crosses and then you realize no thread. And I repeated so many times because so many threads, green, pink. I don't know about black because I have tons of black. I don't even use it from the, what you call it, from the kit. I just have like lots of black DMC near me, same like white and wherever. But I'm glad I have completed this design, and it's coming, it's going to my pile of dimensions. Gold, I collect them. For me, they're my treasures. Same like Mirabilias. There's two companies I'm collecting finishes, and obviously kits or charts. Really nice. If you have it in your mind, stitch it because you will enjoy it so much, and how easy it is, unbelievable. Same like enchanting Pegasus. I love it. I love it, and I can't stop looking at it, and it just super pretty. Not sure if I will frame it. I'm sure I will not frame it, but who knows? You never say no. Yeah. So next, what I was teaching is Thea Gouverneur, and I'll show you as it is because I don't want to remove it from the hoops. The thing is, I had smaller hoops for her. This is Icon by Thea Gouverneur, and it's called the Holy Blessed Matrona, and it's one of the easiest icons. This is my third one, but it's not third design from Thea Gouverneur I'm stitching. Anyways, she is out of all the Thea Gouverneur icons, she's the easiest, but still she's much more difficult than Dimensions Gold because of the amount of time you have to change the thread and single stitches. But I love the result. I love the result, and I'm so proud of myself because stitching Thea Gouverneur for me it's a different level, and sometimes stitching dimensions like I just show you, it's a beautiful result, but it's so easy, and I feel like I'm doing work of preschool when I'm already in university, you know. This is the corner I was working on. I love the result, and metallics here not the best one. If you have a chance and you don't stitch many projects or you just love all the good quality stuff while stitching, I would replace probably the Ada, but Ada here very nice, like really nice, nothing compared to the stiff Ada from in my experience, that Dimensions Gold. But Dimensions Gold made in United States very soft. I love that Ada is like butter to me. This one is different. I think they're using the Zweigart, but why is this blue one? Maybe it's some other company, but doesn't matter. It's a really good one, and I don't think I had to change it, but I know some people like to stitch on either even weave or on linen. You can stitch here because you stitch all work 1/2, or in either you just stitch with one thread. And metallics here, oh, it's a mess because just look at my organization. So I will show you. Hard even to keep it in a bunch. You can see it's fixed here, but really not really fixed now. These metallic threads are everywhere. Anyway, some kits have metallic with 6 or 8 strands of thread, and in this case it's 8. That's why I take 2, because they're very thin. When it's 6, it's thicker, and I stitch with one thread. And I think it's applying to all the Théa Gouverneur kits. And I'm trying to use the thinnest needles because it's comfortable for me. And the thread is not going all over the place. It's more fixed. And yeah, I just enjoy it. Sometimes you want project like this when you're in a mood, and when you want to feel better about yourself, like in my case. Orthodox icons usually stitching with a permission from the priest in the church, and you have to follow all the rules stitching it. I do not follow those rules. I also stitch the face and the hand as I go. Usually you have to stitch it at the very end, so you stitch everything around and then you stitch at the very end. You have to follow the calendar for different holidays celebration. Besides that, you have to be aware of special women's days, not to stitch in those days. And I just love the artwork, and every single time I go to the church, I'm amazed by icons, and I love looking at them. And I also want to have a collection of Théa Gouverneur icons. This is my number 3, and I already started number 4. I showed you in the previous video, and not my last video, one of the autumn's videos. Yeah, I'll try to finish her next year again. My plan, it's definitely my plan to finish Pegasus and to finish Matrona, because Matrona is my start in 2021. Okay, and I have as well Mill Hill, which I did a little mistake, but anyways, I have started it in Zaporizhia in Ukraine when I was in autumn. It was terrible time and scary. I just want to have some stitch, and I had this one, Blue Jay. I started another Mill Hill, but it was on a dark perforated paper, and it's difficult when you travel to stitch designs like that. This is easier, but I made some mistake here, and I took all the threads, stitched it back, and it's a cute design. Very cute. I love it. Susie! So I just salted salmon. I usually add just salt, simple pepper, and something else for to make it spicier. I have some spices from Romania. Anyways, this is going to the fridge. I will cover it with the lid, and you can also add a little bit olive oil. You mix it or shake it in a box, but yeah, it's very useful, and I love doing it all the time. The sun is up where I'm stitching at the balcony, and I decided to do something what I wanted for a long time, to sort all my Karen threads. This is not all, there are also on bobbins in my Sajou boxes, but I keep them in this cosmetic bag, and I want to sort them by number and put them on a ring right here. So I found, of course, I have a lot of not a lot of, but quite a few similar numbers, but it's okay. I'm not frustrated because I have to stitch all the projects I bought them for, and then I'll use leftovers for my smaller projects like Jasnan, like maybe some Mirabilias, Nora Corbets. Sometimes the color is similar, so I don't buy new. For example, there are some similar colors, even like this one, you know. Sometimes even colors like look alike. I change it because usually it's like few stitches, and then at the end it's not making the picture bad or worse or different. Trust my experience, done it many times. So next time I will be collecting threads for another project. Usually it's Mirabilia. I'll have all my threads sorted, and it will be easier for me to find the number. And another start and finish is sparkling iris from Jasnan. I have this chart for quite some time. I also have the frame, but I think I have sold it. I can't remember. When the war started, I had it in Kiev, and then either I gave it to someone as a present or I sold it just before the war, I think, or after. Can't remember. But in 2022, I definitely have with me tulips, because there is similar design with tulips. But this frame back in days cost a lot more than now. And now I don't know if I want to have that frame. Wait a second, Susie wants to come here. Here she is. Susie, say hi. Susie. She doesn't like to be alone. Everyone's sleeping, and only person who's awake is me. Go. Anyways, so let's see the final result. Very unusual for me was stitching this kind of, it's not a bead, it's a crystal, but with a base of metallic, like very thin metallic. Anyways, you put the thread with a needle through here. Very interesting. And that heart, also pretty. It's small design, as you can see. I think I want to make it as a pillow. And I need to prepare the back side. I want to have borders like this. So on the back side, I want to stitch something. All the threads are here still with the needles. And the back side, you know, I could have stitched in one piece like this and make it as a pillow. Wasted so much fabric. This was left over from Muka Mirabilia. This picture, this plus with lyrics. Anyways, did not have motivation to stitch the back side, but I'm going to, and then I'll keep all my finishes for the lady who will stitch for me all the pillows and biscarnu. Next year I plan a lot of Jasnan because I have tons and I want them to be finished. Yes, so good thing I remembered, because I forgot to mention about this design yesterday in Ukrainian video. And here she is, my queen. I call her a queen. I think she is one of the series will go together with, you know, that spring, autumn, all the seasonal queens. This is Mirabilia number 200. I love Nora's description about her work. This is a special design for her. It's number 200. Imagine every month she's producing a chart. One time is for Mirabilia, next month is for Nora Corbett, usually two charts, but they're smaller. This is like 6 Mirabilias a year. And I did not see anyone stitching her, so I did not choose her because no one stitching her. Don't get me wrong, I just like was surprised. I started her either in October or November, and she was out, I think, in summertime. But anyways, you see the hair and everything here not as clear when you will see on my work. And realize that I'm stitching on a fabric of Ukrainian dyer. I'll leave her account on Instagram in description box, because when I saw this border right here, I was like, oh, this is by this lady. I ordered quite a few fabrics, and not for this design, for something else. Sometimes I just buy fabric because I can see I'll be stitching something in the future. And I did not complete all the beads here. Still one missing here. Some beads will be right here. Very rare I stitch very skin beads, because lots of them here, and imagine how much you have to count. When you stitch it, you just play around. It's much easier. And another lesson for me, if I'll move closer, you will see that the colors I stitch all by the key. Usually I will light it these darker parts, but here I did not do. To be honest, I didn't know what to do in this case. When you look closer, it looks like she has some pigmentation. When you take her far, like at least a meter, because you don't come to your work and look, it's very closer, and then she looks pale, you know. I have one Mirabilia which I wasn't as happy with the result, and she when I look at her from the distance, she looked pale, and I want to have something, you know. Anyways, I'm happy the way she is going to, and you can see she's close to finish. I'll open these borders so you can see how big she is, and that's why I have started so many things and was stitching anything else but not her, because as much it's an easy design, but it's, in my case, maybe it's time one of the most hard Mirabilias, because it was bored for me, you know. Lots of big areas you stitch with the same color. This 5 skein of DMC, imagine how much black you stitch with, and the blue one is 3 skeins, and then some browns, 2 skeins, so quite a lot. But she is not that gigantic, she is not small. Wait a second, I was talking about designs Mirabilia and Nora Corbett. As a comparison, let's see her together with this design. You can see the difference, plus lots of petites, you know. How many of these I can stitch while stitching big Mirabilia? You can imagine. And anyways, I love big projects. For me, it's very hard to stitch small projects because I think it's something not hard and not for my level of experience, but I love small designs. and I have them and I'm stitching them, but it's very difficult. I'll start easier, bigger designs than small. Small designs for me, it's a break in between big ones, but there are a few days left till New Year and I want to stitch as maximum here as I can, but lots of family things. Also, I go to the gym almost every day. I'm learning French, started Greek a little bit, but Greek I just want to have some base knowledge, and you want or you don't want. Here some people don't speak English, and sometimes you have explained them things and you feel yourself not right when you don't know how to do that. But in my case it's fifth language, it's a bit too much, and yeah. Anyways, I hope you like her, and I hope many people after this video will think about this design. Wait till her arms and hands will be done, when all the beads will be placed, and I'll take lots of pictures for Instagram. And she has such a pretty face. I make her eyebrows thinner, much thinner than Nora requires. Same eyelashes, lips I kind of left the same. And yeah, year is almost done, few more days, and let me know how you feel. How's your stitching mood? Send me messages. I love talking to you guys, and if I can help you with something, if I stitch something you want to ask me about, do not hesitate. And yeah, look at her, look at her. There is one Mirabilia I wanted to show you as well. It's not Mirabilia, it's more Nora Corbett. I'll take it from my wall. She is red, so I started stitching designs Mirabilia and Nora Corbett in 2016. It's all framed with art glass. You see her skin is darker here, but somehow it's matching her, you know. She is Italian lady, obviously. It's there is a city in Italy, I think this is where Nora got her inspiration. It's called Arezzo, but for me it's a Juliet. But how pretty this design is. I can't stop staring at her. No surprise I framed her. No surprise she was my second Mirabilia, and I'm so grateful to one lady who helped me to find the chart. She told me where to get it. It's special for Casa Cennina, and you cannot find it in a store. And I stitched her on 36 count. Again, I did not have experience back in days. I did not know that beads will be too big for it, but I love her on 36. I imagine Mirabilia on 40 count. I would like to stitch one day Mirabilia on 40 count. I think that's it. Will be another video with all my finishes for 2025. Obviously I will make this video in January. I don't have many finishes. You can see my work is too big, and I cannot say I finished 60 projects. I'm not sure if it's more than 10, but I still want to show you together with my whips, together with other things, maybe my plans. I don't know how this video will be, but I just want you to know that this kind of video will be, because sometimes I was like, oh, maybe I should not. I think I should, just for me as well, as a reminder and a celebration of another year in our stitchy life. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I wish your family will be together in this holiday. It's very important. And if you celebrate it alone, just watch some nice videos and don't feel like you're alone. And let's hope for better. And again, thank you so much for watching my channel, being a subscriber for many years. It's really important for me. Okay, guys, I really miss you and bye.
Go.